Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon. A few people have asked me what would be the target for Polygon in the next all-time high cycle top scenario. So we'll start with that. Yeah, we'll start with that. And before we take a look at that, just the overall Elliott Wave count here for Polygon. It created a larger wave 1, like Bitcoin, early in 2021. So here in May 21, it was a bit later than Bitcoin. Again, here some evidence that not all coins always move with Bitcoin. I always say that. There are of course correlations, but a lot of coins move in groups and they don't directly follow Bitcoin. You can see that very easily also here on the Polygon chart, that Polygon in end of December made a new high, which Bitcoin already made end of November. So Polygon is a little bit behind, or was behind. Now it's ahead of Bitcoin and this move up. But yeah, already here in January, I told you that we have to get, with a very, very high likelihood, get into this yellow area down here. So I don't know, 6-7 months ago, yeah, probably 7 to 8 months actually, I told you that. And that we will, with the highest likelihood, reverse in this area. That is the area between the 88.7% FIB level, 31 cents, to the 78.6% FIB level at 60 cents. It took a long time. To get there. But when we then broke out of this triangle to the downside, that was the catalyst to eventually get there. Then we spent here nearly 2 months in this accumulation area. So this was the time for everybody to accumulate. Everybody who did that, according here to the reversal area, and I only take this 60 cent level, yeah, which is basically the highest level in this accumulation area, could have made already like 60% in a couple of weeks, yeah, which is not bad. But this was only the peak of that area. But overall, what would be the target for the new all-time high? And just need to make a few adjustments here. Yeah, so the target, no, let me just, why is that? Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so the target would be at 492 at least. That is the 1.618 extension. And yeah, that used to be a 10x or more. Now obviously we've moved already to 90 cents, in line with primary expectation, basically, that we were correcting down here. This was only an overshooting wave B, a little bit like Bitcoin. We came down in a wave C in this wave 2. We reversed here, and we're currently following very, very nicely the primary expectation. There has absolutely been no mistake in this overall forecast. So we're following it very, very nicely, very nicely. And that makes me, of course, happy, because first of all, I made some money here with Polygon, yeah, by accumulating in this area. Unfortunately, I'm really annoyed about that. Really annoyed. And channel members see all of that very transparently on the on Discord with my buy order sheet. I had a buy order set at 31 cents. That was my mistake. I would have loved to have a little bit higher. It only came down to 31.5. So I missed it by half a cent, that lowest order. But then there was another level here in this area where I accumulated. Now I'm actually starting to take profits already. This is sort of in line with the expectation that we could enter a little bit of a retracement here further into this wave 4. But then I will, I've only taken a little bit of profits. And will accumulate probably more in this wave 4 here. So what's currently, where are we? So we obviously moved up from down here in a wave 1. We came down in it. So basically it was 2-1-2 setups here, a first wave and a second wave in red, a wave 1 and a wave 2. Now we are, and that's now the question, my view at the moment, and I've just changed that view. It doesn't make a difference for the overall scenario, but I think I'm going to change my view, in that I think what we've seen here was already the peak of that wave 3. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. So you see the red wave count, a 1, a 2. Then this was the wave 3. We're now coming down in the wave 4 here. That is another area that has been defined. I think we already touched it. and then we would move up in a wave 5 next. And in this red wave 3, we had 5 waves as well. And this is currently how it has played out very nicely. We have 2 possibilities here now. The first possibility is that what you can see on the chart at the moment, that the wave 3 is already complete. We're now coming down in the wave 4, and you can see we already touched that wave 4 retracement area that I gave you. So that scenario has actually already been fulfilled. That we are possibly already here in the wave 4 in red, and will then come up once more in a wave 5 that will also consist of 5 waves. The other scenario that I find a little bit less likely due to the weakness at the moment that we see. So you can see we're struggling to push higher, basically a bit of a double top here or even triple top. The other possibility, and that is exactly why I'm changing my view, is that we have just seen within this wave 5 in yellow a wave 1. This is a wave 2, and we would now move higher in a wave 3, would come down in a 4, move up in a 5. That would only complete yellow wave 5 and red wave 3 up here. That would be the more bullish scenario, but to be honest, I think for now I'm going to take it off the chart. The reason is I find it a little bit too much escalation. It's a bit too bullish, and we have already come down in this move into this wave 4 area anyway. Yeah, so I'm taking this off the chart at the moment. It hasn't changed for any viewer. It hasn't changed anything, because I told you anyway that from here, where we by the way, yeah, I mean, we reached this reversal area perfectly. We reached this one. We reached this one. So we expected to come down anyway. This was my reversal area. We reversed from here. Yeah, anybody who bought in here is probably either cost neutral or in profit. And however, I think there is a bit of weakness in the chart. I think we come down a little bit lower, and that would be in line with this expectation that we move down here in a wave 4 and would then come up in a wave 5. And I think this would overall complete then this impulse. Okay, so basically the view would be at the moment that there's a good chance we come down once more into this area. We, by the way, already touched it, so scenario is already fulfilled. We can now move up at any point, but this area is sitting between 75 and 84.5 cents. So we could come down into that once more to finish this off and then move up in a wave 5. Target for this wave 5 would be around between 120 and 130. Yeah, and then after that, I would expect a larger ABC. I would expect that all of this would then be corrected down, basically, that all of this would then count as a larger wave 1. All of this would count as a larger wave 1, and we would then come down in a larger wave 2, which I would personally then use again to accumulate. Maybe I will accumulate here, I'm not sure. That's sort of a smaller position then, but if you come down then and retrace all of this 5-wave move in red, then, and again, it depends on how high we go. I can only give you a rough estimation, but there's a good chance we then come down from that high once more into the region between 87 cents and 66 cents, maybe even a bit lower. But ideally we want to hold above 63 cents, above that wave 1 high. So yeah, ideally the move down will be contained by the 61.8% fib level here at 66 cents. So it's all worked out very well. This is my updated view about the MATIC chart. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.